I fixed it. Now, I don't have that weird delay and I have to push a button. Hey. How you doing? It's time. 4 more days. Look who was here. Everyone's here. Look, I love seeing people in the chat already. It cheers me up immensely. We have the Zen Boot. For you. Kathy Huey, so lovely to see you. Always a pleasure. It's for you. And the Sugar Kitty slipping in here with Meow. There you go, Sugar Kitty, that's yours. Thank you all for joining me this evening for another Sunday. But first... we still need to update that. I'm gonna, you know what? There's no point in updating that because in 2 weeks I'm gonna go across the country. So I'll have plenty of extra stuff to make a intro about. Well, then, friggin' after that trip, there'll be plenty to put on there and be like, look, I did all these things and survived. But maybe I should try to do another one beforehand. I did do like Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. Been to different states, you know, hung out. Vermont especially, where I was just camping by myself for a whole 5 days. How is everyone? What are you drinking? KillCo Roadshow. Yeah, something like that. This is what happens when I don't manage to make myself dinner before the stream. Smoothie time, so I have something in my stomach and don't make a grumbly noise all the time. Roadshow, yes. I mean, that's... I'm bringing the laptop with me because I will stop at a few hotels, guaranteed. Can I afford the hotels? No. Am I going to do it anyway? As showers, I'm open to finding places where I can shower for free, but there are going to be some days where I want to sleep in a bed. Like after about 3 or 4 days of driving across this great country of ours, I'm probably going to want to sleep in a bed and take a shower for just one night. You know, it doesn't have to be a fancy place, just somewhere where there's a clean environment. Botanist gin and tonic with lime left over from our special doll. That sounds lovely. I'm going to enjoy so many new cocktails when I get back again to drinking. Again, it's like 2 drinks a month. 2. Everything else has to be non-alcoholic. But it will be nice to get cocktails again. Gin and tonic with Botanist is one I need to try, clearly. Oh, and also I hurt my finger. You see? Little dent, little slice, little chunk taken away by accident. Pursuit United double oak bourbon last night. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I gotta show you. I've shown the bottle already, but I'm gonna show it again. I don't know if you can hear the background music at all. It's there, and it's very quiet, and I want it to be, but Botanist is good as it. This is one of the new bottles I'll be able to try. Focus, damn you. Two Souls Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Where is the happy spot? Right around here, isn't it? Maybe not. There we go. Oh, this is heavy, by the way. Illinois, 6 years. Look at that percentage. I think that's the wildest part about getting this. I was not ready to see a bottle with 68.7%. Yeah. Here, I'll try to send it through my speakers then. Because it is playing. Again, this is background noise for when I'm not talking. It's not like you need to listen to it. Ugh. Isn't that nice? Make sure your kitty's doing the multitasking. Again, like I said, the tunes are not really important. They're like background sounds, mainly. There we go. I can kind of hear it. As we've talked about for 4 days from now, the first pour, and this is going to be, I'm going to have to go into this very cautiously because I'm definitely trying to stick with 2 drinks a month as like that's the cap. So in the case of a collection like this, I have to start looking into ways to measure pours, like really measure them. So on Thursday, I would like to have 2 drinks. You know, I think what you're thinking. Like, you're not supposed to have 2 drinks. It's 2 drinks in one day. That's your quota for the whole month. Well, for one thing, half of this month is already over. And I am looking at the monthly goal, unfortunately. I'll work on it. We are going to have a raffle in 4 days. So tell your friends, tell everyone who's Whiskey Tube stuff. There will be a big raffle on here for the first drink I'm going to have. And what I'm going to do, why I'm saying 2 drinks, is because I'm going to have 1 ounce of one thing, Bourbon 14, and 1 ounce of something else. I don't know yet. Mix 2 souls with 2 stacks for double stoked, basically. I like that. That's funny. Working on that. With the heat, I'm enjoying a cool Dr. Pepper. Very nice. A man of taste right there. Dr. Pepper's. There's nothing else like it. Try Diet Dr. Pepper. That one's weird too. I like waffles. Everyone likes waffles. I'm sure they don't. So I'll be looking at the easiest thing for me to do when it comes to giveaway stuff. In this case, I feel like I should tell what it is. So like Clonakilty 15-year, possibly some of this wild turkey, maybe Redbreast cast strength, maybe one of my special makers marks, maybe some Elijah Craig. I have plenty of those. I'm looking at like the stuff I have a lot of that people cannot get, and I have a lot of Elijah Craigs that are years old at this point. I could do an Elijah Craig flight. So that's what someone can get. Like, Elijah Craig flight, 7 of them. Why? Because I have 10. What else? There's one back here. This is the working man bottle, this red thing here. Right there. But they also have another one, which I do have open, that was for their pooch, their little doggo. You can try that. I don't know. It's a Vlogbrothers thing, which I think you know about Vlogbrothers. I've talked about them enough, and they're and Good Store and DFTBA and Nerdfighteria and all that. But for whatever reason, John Green is a big fan of Diet Dr. Pepper. I don't dislike it, and I think I shouldn't drink soda at all. But I do have a soda streamer. And they have a fake, like, Dr. Pepper version. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how many I have. I just have a lot. Yeah, oh yeah, we lined up. We sold, like... I love the way that looks. I did it on purpose, obviously. But there's also... Everyone, make sure you take account of over here. Look how nice this looks now. Everything is nice and orderly. We had a stream on Friday where I worked on this specifically. Don't look down here. That's a mess still. This is all... I didn't touch it after that. Vegan dolls. Kombucha. I've seen kombucha. There's actually a lot of it. Down one of the cafes I go to, they have kombucha. Kombucha? I don't know how to say it. I've never tried any. Maybe someday. I can see kombucha being used in like a cocktail somehow. I don't know how, but it's like one of the many things I've never tried in life. It's never just popped up in front of me to try. Yeah, that goes for oysters too. Oh. And mussels and so many lovely things. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Being as soon as you said it, it's like, nah, it's not gonna happen. I have too many problems just like getting into this chair. to like, I'm gonna make, if I made like real dinners, I don't do that either. Making stuff is not my strong suit. Texas shelf. Looks very sharp, doesn't it? Those tiny little bottles lined up. I need coffee. It's a pleasure to see you. I also need coffee all the time. In 4 more days, it'll be 365 days since I stopped drinking alcohol entirely. And I will be able to have, with my gastroenterologist, you know, not like in, sure, you can do it. It's more of a, okay, thing. But I can start to work into consuming alcohol in very small doses. So I'm going to have 2 pours of 1 ounce each. And that'll need 1 drink. Because I'm going to say my drinks are 2 ounces. Not 1.5. 2. That way I can have 1 ounce of each. So it works out fine. But that'll be that night. And then I don't know when I'll have something else, honestly. That's the wild part. I think... Ooh, I'm not going to promise that. But I will want to have a video come out next month. But I cannot see myself doing it during that time unless I do it on the road, which I don't want to bring a bottle with me, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, my gastroenterologist is saying it like straight up what alcohol does to you, and there's a lot of research on it. So it's pretty bad. Like, it's like, it really does cause cancer. It really messes with your body. My liver is a testament to that. I know where my liver is, by the way. That's a weird feeling. Thank you, James Morgan. Everyone, hold on. I miss people. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm slacking. Vegan dolls. That's for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. I greatly appreciate it. I need coffee. That's for you. Thank you for bringing coffee here. I greatly appreciate it. I'm out of coffee. Kathy Huey. It's a tragedy. Don't do anything about this, please. I'm going to be gone in a few weeks, so I will have to make coffee on the go, though. I won't have my grinder. I've been living off Keurig coffee for the past few days because I've been out of coffee for a minute. A shame. And James Morgan. I don't think I forgot you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. It's always greatly appreciated. Yeah. That's going to be the weirdest thing, is if the unlikely situation where someone wants to give me a bottle. I'm just saying, like, I'm not expecting this, but I can see it being a possibility because of the generosity of the people out there. It's going to feel weird to cart around alcohol in my car. It has to stay closed, so I cannot open it if I have an open bottle of alcohol in my car while I'm traveling the country. Too risky. Too risky. I think the only thing I could get away with is my non-alcoholic beer. First of all, it's non-alcoholic. And secondly, I think they're fine with everything in a can as long as it's not open. And even then, technically speaking, I could drink with a non-alcoholic beer and drink while I'm driving. Don't do that. I'm not going to do that. But it's funny. Like, what, you're skirting the line. It's like, are you drinking alcohol? I mean, technically, a little. A box of coffee, Jesus. I don't think I'm going to do Kentucky, Kathy Huey. I want to, I do, but I'm looking at, that will be the on-the-road back trip. Let me do it. Oh, let me take a double check here. It really depends on something. Where is it? Hold on. I got to line up where my friend is because I want to see him on the way back. And he's basically next to Kentucky. So here's Illinois. He's in Missouri. There's Louisville. Okay, well, shit. I'm trying to be responsible. I'm like, I don't know if I can do Kentucky. And then I look at where my friend lives in St. Louis. Yeah, hold on. My brain. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? God, there's so much stuff in the way here. Yeah, St. Louis. I don't know why. I couldn't see where I was looking. I'm like, I know this is St. Louis. I know it's St. Louis. Let me see. So if you go directly east from St. Louis, you basically slam into Kentucky. I could take that kind of detour. Honestly, I'd want to go back up. Kathy, you'd be like, I don't want to put you in a spate where it's like a hell of a drive, but I don't know if you really want to go to Kentucky and you're just giving, like, give me an excuse. Well, looks like I could handle. See, I'd end up in. What's the problem? I'd end up in the city and not so much the distillery area. Yes, thank you. Again, I will get some kind of coffee for my trip. I believe I ordered some, but it might have been whole bean. But even in that case, I can just have it ground down for me. I've done that a few times. I don't want to do that many more times, though. It feels weird to go to the cafe I like down the street. Who makes their own coffee beans? And be like, hey, can you put this in your grinder for me? I know it's not yours, but more pot. I agree. Yeah, Kathy, you will see again. South Louisville area in a couple of hours. Let me see. South Louisville. What's in Louisville? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Louisville. And again, a couple of hours is a long drive. That's what I'm trying to say. We could probably meet somewhere for a drink. Because I like the idea of seeing some of the distilleries. There's a place called Hell or High Water. You basically have to make a reservation. It's a beautiful location. I love it. I had such a good time when I was there last. It's so, like, bougie. Like, here. There's a library in there. So, I mean. So that's what that place looks like. It's not going to focus because it hates me. It's going to go glare. But you can see the general idea. Please work. Ugh. It's such a good picture, though. Ugh. Anyway, you see like the big soft chairs in the library in the back. And let's see. There's no real food, though. It's kind of like snack food. No real food. And there's their wall of whiskey right there. Again, it doesn't want to focus, but I'm going to show you anyway. Just check Google. That's all I'm doing right now. There we go. I get nice and close. Look at that wall. Woo, boy. I'll go back to this picture now. I can figure out where the focus is. There we go. Doesn't it look so freaking bougie and cozy? And there is a place where you're like hidden behind a bookshelf. That's where I was last time. I would absolutely love to go there again. If you think you could make it to Hell or High Water, I think we'd have a good time. It's nice. The thing is, although I like the idea of like stopping at distilleries and seeing stuff in Kentucky, I'm not going to do it. I've done a lot of it. And the only one I really want to visit again is Maker's Mark. And that's too far south for me to want to deal with. It's a hell of a drive just to get there. Butterscotch and Grand Park. Damn. Rob Smith, hello, you snuck in. Hold on. Get up. That's for you. You can bring your time and attention here is always greatly appreciated. As you know. Yeah, it is. Again, it's mostly one of the tricky things for this is like saying when and where for anything. Because I don't really have a good time frame. Like I'm saying it'll take me a week to get across the country. It might be less, it might be more. And the same thing is going to happen with Four Leaf and Whiskey Mountains and my friend Greg. I have 3 specific places, people to be around. Four Leaf will be first on the way there. Whiskey Mountains I will see on the way back. And then, hopefully, and then I'd meet with Kathy Huey at, then I'd see my friend Greg for like a day. And then I would hopefully get to Kentucky, and then I would be heading home. Like that would be it. And that's a pretty good route. So we're thinking, God damn it, I forgot where she is. Ohio. Ohio, zip across. That's pretty much going to take me across the top of the United States mainly until I get there. With a hotel stop along the way. Get there, be with my friend for a full week. Like, I want to be there for 7 days. We did 5 in Vermont. We can do 7, especially with a friend who's the camp host. So I'll be able to feel a little better and not be alone. It's kind of an important part. I won't just be by myself, but I will be cut off pretty much, but we'll see. As far as the way back, hit up where Whiskey Mountains is, which I totally forgot where she is right now. No, yeah, that's right. That's right. Zenboot had a tragedy. Having your specific place that makes a coffee disappearing. That's sad. Hang on. Where'd the music go? Did it stop completely? Can anyone even hear it? I think it stopped completely. There we go. I might have closed it out by accident there. There we go. Where's the chat go? There we go. Go over here. That'll be weird. Oh yeah, the Turks, that's right. I've ordered stuff from them. I've won stuff from them too. I've enjoyed their coffee. I keep telling people to go through good.store so the money goes to charity, but again, we can also support other people who do cool stuff on the internet. Beer adjacent? All right. Yeah, that'll work. You put a note there. I'm setting a reminder. I hope to be halfway through the country at Missouri within like 3 or 4 days on the way back. So by the 4th or 5th, which would be Thursday or Friday, then I might be able to get to Kentucky, and hopefully I'll be back before, probably just before the next week starts. Maybe Sunday. John McGowan, did I get you yet? I feel like I did, but John McGowan, what have you done? Good for you. You can bring your time and attention here is always greatly appreciated. Not really, honestly. Like, distilleries obviously haven't been on my mind until recently. We'll see. You know, I'll look along the way, but the thing is, it's weird. It's a weird route. It's not like where I can think of, you know, distilleries. It's all across most of the top of the United States is the way, the travel on the way there. I know there's High West. Is that it? Near Whiskey Mountains? But other than that, I mean, Lost Lantern was the most recent thing I did, and they're bottling technically. So yeah, even thinking about Kentucky, the only place I could go, and I've been there before, I just kind of poked my nose in there, was I have to look at the map. Hold on. Pardon. There. I am setting a reminder to email you sometime in September. There we go. High West is Park City, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of High West though. Like, I have their midwinter night dram up there, and I think one of their malt, the malt they did. No. Livewire. Troublemaker that he is. Let her knock on my door. I don't like that. Yeah, they're gonna be excited. But guys, I can drink again. Everyone can like me again. I don't know when they're going live anyway. They're going live like late. I remember that was the thing. My gosh. Oh, It's loud again. Queen's beans. That means High West with Solid Cliffsmith. Hello. It's for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. Is always greatly appreciated. Have you got to try the new Sea of Thieves season? It's kind of wild. I think you have. I think I saw that you played a little bit recently. I just noticed your ship when I was logging in. Pretty funny. Like, oh, he's on the waters. I don't know if I've had it. Is that a new one or is just like a really old one she has? Because I do not know. Cliff, we're talking about the trip. We are, of course, thinking about the 21st and how I'll have 2 pours, but it's going to be 1 ounce each. Up on them? No. Well, Let me put it this way. I definitely bought an Andalusia pick from her recently. Just I think no wait, Cliff donated it. What did I buy? That's right, I bought... It's gone now, okay. Well, that's a shame. I'm open for High West. Like, I'll try their stuff. I like their Midwinter's Night stuff. It's just... That's the only thing I seem to have found. You can't see it. Where is it? I have a Glen Scotia pick up there that Irene did. That was my big, big surprise. My latest bottle by her. And that's not a new one either. It's actually one that it's been around for a while and I've been looking at it for a while. So I was very happy to get that. As far as what else? I certainly have been buying bottles, unfortunately. All over this past year, while I have not been drinking alcohol, I have still received numerous bottles in one way or another. Ugh. Let me think. Oh, it's Turbo and he is here. Thank you. Like, subscribe, all that. Join Patreon or YouTube memberships. Thank you. But I lost my train of thought. Sure, Cliff. I was playing earlier today for a little bit and I had an okay time. Short but sweet like it's coffee. Yeah. A good bottle, generally not worth the money you find it. Yeah, I won it. First of all, Zenbood gave me a bottle. I still have it. And then I won a bottle of it through a local liquor store. I had, I put a raffle ticket in or something and I won that. And I had won a 4 Roses pick from them before. An OESO or something like that. I don't remember. No, it wasn't the recent one. It was one before. So they do have stuff I like. We have to start looking at liquor stores again. Getting me out of my apartment. Gross. That might be part of it. Like occasionally stopping at liquor stores along the way just to see. Find some of the sketchiest looking places. And I wonder what kind of whiskey they have in here. Ugh. What am I tolerating? Excuse me? Zenbood, you finished the last rye last night? I forget. I don't remember if you liked it or not. Ugh. What else would be along the way? That's the hard part. Like now that we're talking about distilleries and me thinking about it. I don't think I'm going near any I'd be curious about. Because it's such a weird direction. I'm gonna look at it. Dusty bottle tour yet. We did that. I went through a bunch of bottles that had some dust in them on Friday. Ugh. Let me see. Ooh. Decent 21 organic. Ooh. That sounds interesting enough. I definitely lost my train of thought already. Welcome to my life. Now I'm thinking about this is what started this little roller coaster right here. Where'd it go? Looking at the comments. There we go. Found the gallon with this one. So now I'm on a roll with that. And I don't know. Yeah, basically. And again, if you weren't here earlier, I won something from Whiskey Mountains. I don't know how many of you see this, see this? But this is, let's see if we can get it focused again. That'd be nice. It's so heavy. Oh, I just hit the microphone. I'm sorry. Dunk. There you go. 6 years. 68.7%. Whoa. Great way to start, isn't it? Ugh. That's one out of Illinois. Ooch. Excuse me. Oh, what I wanted to say is on Thursday, for all of you, please spread the word. Remember, there will be a raffle going on to celebrate the return of the alcohol, or the whiskey specifically. Okay. Jalapeno poppers, wow. That's spicy, all right. I haven't touched that in a while. I remember I liked it. Oh, my voice. So yes, what that'll be, I might poll some people. Like you guys see my collection behind me. Is there anything you're like, I want to try that? There's a lot. There's a lot for me to pick from. And it is officially a Whiskey Somm Select. Like some will call it Somm Select, so to speak. So you would get 7 good pours. You know that. It's a guarantee. Unless there's just happens to be one you don't like, which the key to my samples is like variety, mostly, and sometimes like little chunks that are the same if I've sent you enough stuff. Oh, those lock long picks. Zenboot, I know. I know. Look at him. I'll get myself in the way. Right there. There's those, and there's a Deanston up there. Yeah. So remember, everyone, like I said, Thursday, 7 p.m., I'll be here for my first pour of whiskey in a year, 365 days officially. Lachlan 12-14 is just the bomb. Oh my god. Oh, don't tell me that. Don't spoil it for me. Let's see. Let's see. Please work. I'm trying to make this thing bigger, and in the process, I'm making it worse. There we go. Okay, that looks terrible, but all right. So there it is. Don't mind Jessica Rabbit. Look at that. I have a counter on there. So now you know it's official. I started that a year ago. Just about. Or even more. Ooh. Yeah, Zenbu's been telling me about stuff he's doing with Total Wine. I'm like, stop it, please. Stop it. We just had a recent... the Whiskey Tribes video for over the weekend was interesting, and it made me want to try some weird stuff from Korea. That apparently is like alcoholic water. So, huh? Going to Total Wine again is going to be interesting. I don't have the money, though. Like, that's the biggest thing about the Whiskey channel in the future. I have enough bottles behind me to keep things going with whiskey video reviews for a while. I know what I'm starting with. It's down there in here somewhere. I can also offer... Well, see, offering people to pick is where it gets sketchy. It does narrow it down for me, which is good. But I always worry I might screw it up. So there is going to be the option, everyone, that the winner gets to choose their prize. In as far as bourbon, Scotch, peated Scotch, question mark. So it'd be like Scotch and also peated stuff. What else? Rye. What's the selections? We got bourbons, we got ryes, we got American malts, single malts, many of them. We have my Texas selection down there. We have Irish shelf right there. Yeah, Texas. Yeah, that's one of the weirder ones. Oh, I have bourbon and rye and Scotch and Irish, and then Texas. Like, that's not really a category for whiskey. It is. On my shelf, it is. It's right there. And you could go into, like, major specifics for one or two things. Like, if you wanted an Elijah Craig sampler pack, I could do that. I definitely have plenty of Elijah Craig picks down there. I haven't, let's see. It's like there's a C921. The 920 is long gone. And then at least one or two of Irene's picks for Elijah Craig. And then there's a B something. Anyway, I have a lot of whiskey, so yeah. It's gonna be a good prize. It's gonna be a hand-picked Psalm Select. Tell your friends. Don't forget. I'll be trying to hype it up the day before. Actually, I should try to hype it up the whole few days coming up. But I can't post the actual link early. Ugh. Yeah, James Morgan. Again, it's a selection where you can make a selection. You cannot say specific bottles. That's a no-no. That's my job. But as far as like categorically, there are options. Some people do the random roll. Some people absolutely just say, like, give me whatever, and then I just try to make it a variety pack. A very specific way of sending them, though. There's a uniqueness to it. Zen Boot seems to have figured it out. Don't ask him what it is, but it's very unique. And as with any sample pack, you can pick wherever, but I do encourage people to go from A to G. And don't try them all at once. That's insanity. Do not do that. There's 7 of them. You will have 7 samples in this flight, and I think one of the top tier reasons for you to do it and tell your friends is because most channels don't do 7. Do they? I do 7. 7 different whiskeys. Man. It's also 7 ounces, give or take. What the hell? It's at least 2 drinks. Damn. In ounces. Samples over the 7th Street. That was a good call. I'm glad you did that. Good call. Gives you something different every time. Although you did pick specifically the rye sample flight, so there you go. And as far as everyone needs to know this, Zenbood. You can't do a thing about this, but where is it? Oh my god. I don't know where it is. Oh, that's silly. Oh, I gotta find it now. Why? Yeah. So there's a Mr. Mustache's Wild Rye on here. I'm trying to find it. Whoa. I don't know where I put it. It might be staring me in the face. This is what happens when I rearrange my shelf. I think it's this one. No. Ugh. Well, I promise it's here. Someone could go with an It's Bourbon Night flight. It is nice to know. But that is a possibility too. Well, yeah, they're the only channel I could say I can do that for. So if you wanted an It's Bourbon Night bourbon pick flight, I can do that. I've stopped having the ability to buy any sample, or not samples, but any bottles of theirs. I've officially stopped buying bottles though. Like, if the past year I've bought a few, but from here on out until I catch up with what I have on my shelf, I don't need to buy anything else because everyone who is here, I will be doing a video, if I do a video at all, once a month. So you will get one whiskey video from me each month. I think that's manageable. It both goes into giving myself enough time to make the content and giving myself enough time to, take a break in between drinks. They're going to be the plan, at least in the future. Next month, I don't know. Go for the future. 2 drinks a month, So that's 4 ounces total, meaning I can have 4 drinks at 1 ounce. That is a possibility. We're talking about quantity, which I like. I like thinking of it that way, because saying I can have 2 drinks a month or 4 1-ounce pours. That's okay. For the most part, I'm going to do 2 ounces though, except for Thursday. Whiskey Shaman, hello. Welcome. That's for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. As always, it's greatly appreciated. Oh, hang on. I just noticed something. Hope to do not break this. Hey. No, it's not doing it. Cool. I'm fiddling. Wait. There we go. We have an upgrade. That is 16 corn out tastings. Yes, you're catching on. And even then, like, if it was a tasting thing, I would not be consuming it. I would be literally putting some on my tongue and that's it. There would be no real drinking of that. Even though I could. It's just very, very tiny pours, that's all. Get the eyedropper and be like, how much is this? There we go. I do have an eyedropper somewhere I could use. I'm not going to, but I could. We just had an upgrade, folks. Long-time viewer, and she might not want to be one, but Kathy Huey's been upgraded to a moderator of the channel. That's all it took. That should have happened a long time ago, by the way. Kathy Huey's been sending me stuff for quite a while. Did the music stop again? What's it even going to begin with? Or is it because I accidentally close it? That could be it. Oop. There. Such weird music, too. It's all about quantity, everyone. And being very, very... Knowing what whiskey is, knowing what alcohol is very important for me. I don't know if it's important for everyone else, but for me specifically, I have had to look at alcohol for what it is, and unfortunately, it's not nice. It's not good for you at all. I don't like talking about the research that has been done because it's been bad, but I want to keep in mind that a lot of those results and what's happened is because of misuse or addiction to alcohol. That's how it gets you. It was coming after me due to mental health stuff. So more importantly, that's a reason to look at it very, very like in the face for what it is and how I can present it to others. Like, I don't want to be like, here's alcohol. It's not good for you. But I do enjoy like the story of whiskey, just how it came to be, how it's been created, how it keeps going generation through generation. And what it is, it's like time in a glass. It's really crazy. You can think of that as anything. Like milk is something that's been, it has its time. If it's here too long, it goes real bad. I know, Zenbood. They're from Hot Pot. But why? I've never had Hot Pot. I've heard of it. I've seen it in Japanese culture. That's about it. Ah. Don't mind me. Nope. Make sure I can see what I'm doing. Thank you everyone for being here. Again, it's so nice when I come onto a stream and see a bunch of people. I feel bad. Like I feel like I lost a lot of viewers once I stopped drinking alcohol. And even now I have to go forward with it in this very strict way. Could I please? I'm being a little too handsy. It hurt. So most of all, I'm just thinking about what else I'm going to drink. Because here's the thing. I don't know what else I'm going to drink for Thursday. I'm going to have Oban 14 because that is the last whiskey I had before I stopped. It's the last thing I remember drinking as a drink. And I remember it well. It's one of those little memories, which I think all of us have, like what's that movie? There's a movie where it's all about your feelings and you pretend you have like little feelings in your head that do stuff. Very strange movie, but I loved when they did it, like they took a memory and stored it somewhere. That's what I think some memories are. And in my case, there's some good ones and there's some bad ones. And some good one, for whatever reason, was the night before I stopped. Officially was like, no, I'm guessing I'm giving up on alcohol. I poured Oban 14 because I don't normally pour it. So it feels like one of those moment things I think many of us have with the bottle. For me, I can say in the future, like Oban 14 has significance to me as the start and the end of a year of not drinking. That's wild. I'm unfortunately going to look at Oban 14 that way forever. Guinness-based sauces, I want it. Give me the Korean food. Mint chocolate shamrock stout, how dare you? That's on the list. Here's the thing. With horrible depression, you fight against it with chaos. And that's what this whole trip is going to be. And in the future, I hope to have things like hot pot, go to different sorts of restaurants, have different kinds of foods, travel, like not like travel in a private jet, but travel with a car along the road, as long as it lasts. Barnyarky milkshake Heffenweiser, holy shit. I like good drinks like that too, but I have like a tipping point where if a beer is too heavy, I can't drink it. I've had that happen before. And that can happen with Guinness. Like I can have one Guinness, but I don't think I want to do two. I have done two, and then I did three. So that was not a good night because I drank too much that night. This was very, very long time ago. We're talking in my 20s. I was probably trying to think one of the last times where I was really inebriated. Obviously, there hasn't been one recently. But I think that's something I want to start asking people for the real talk of whiskey and alcohol. Because that's where I get concerned the most. If we're talking about my stopping drinking and why and what alcohol is and what it can do to your body and your brain and all that. And every organ, basically. Like asking people, when was the last time you were like hammered? When was the last time you were not in control of your functions? Look at this. Because that's something very important. And I know with my generation, at least, alcohol drinking to the point of inebriation was like the thing to do. Now it's not a great idea when I'm 45 for one thing, but I do enjoy the taste and history of whiskey. So I want to share that with people. I have plenty of it, so I might as well share it. My voice is dying. I've been doing live streams on Twitch more often. So I've been talking for hours and it's getting on my throat. I can feel it. I can feel it. Ugh. So that's why you should all follow me on Twitch. We're almost at 100 followers over there. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000 here, folks. Tell your friends. Tell your friends, your family, and your friends, people on the street you don't know. Just be like, hey, check this out. I'll be like, hurry, who are you? Get away from me. We haven't gotten near the goal yet being complete, but that's okay. I set the goal up as kind of a fun thing, just to see what happens. And sometimes it does. The big hope is for Thursday. Like Thursday is going to be a big day. And it's going to be a day for the rest of my life too. That's the best part. Suddenly there's August 21st, the day that will live in infamy. Because I realize some people can't say this. Like truly being sober for 1 year. First of all, I didn't think I could do it. It's important to know that you can. I've been living in my default state for a very long time. It's better than when I'm drinking alcohol too much or too often. I'm also trying to work in, well, yeah, here we go. So if I think of it in ounces, that feels a little better than just saying 2 drinks. And my 2 drinks would be 4 ounces. And you can split 4 ounces up pretty good. And I will be able to do that with, yeah, maybe. I'm thinking of all these samples I have and how I want to try them, but there's a lot. Looking at this box under here. Let's bring it out. Let's bring it out. I have been meaning to do this. Holy crap, it's heavy. Ugh. That's why you're down on the floor. Tangled up there. I go. Oof. My back. All right. You get stuff all over me. This has been sitting on the floor for about a year. It's a lot of decoration. You're stuck with this, I'm sorry. This doesn't go with it. That was just thrown. But we have some grain. This was smoked. And this came from one of the whiskey tribe things. Ooh. I can eat these too. They're just dried smoked grains. Dried smoked grain. Thank you, Zambu. I moved it out of the way and didn't move it back. These are smoked grains from a distill run that Crowded Barrel did years ago. This is some water from there. I'm wondering how the water is getting out because that was full when I got it. Yes, they actually gave us Texas rainwater. This is a sake thing. Isn't it nice? I got it in Illinois ages ago for the celebration. Yep. 2015. Good God, 10 years ago. 39th Japanese Festival in Illinois. Very odd. That's when my friend was living in Illinois. But now what you want to get to is the good stuff. I have a cassette for some reason. That's how my life is. Yeah, mash and drum topper. I haven't had these out. I haven't had to wash Glen Cairns in ages. Whiskey nose. There we go. I think I have a few of those. Yeah. Oy. Got an It's Bourbon Night pin. Actually, let's get focus. It just says drink more bourbon, obviously. I have a lot of paraphernalia. Oh, shit. Alright, guys, I need your help. This is a sample. But it's come undone. It's not going to focus on it. Oh, wait, it did. Do it. What do you think that says? Holding? And then something underneath it. SES. Fingerprints. I don't know what this is. But it kind of says on there what it is. So here's the sample selection here. This is crazy. It's crazy. Hoplanog, is that a something? Is that a thing? Because if it is, awesome. It could be a Scotch for all I know. What is this? My imagination gets a little weird. In my head, what's this? Something coming out and grabbing my face. No, thank you. What is this, though? It's tied up nice and tight. I can't see what it is. I think it's just a piece of wood. Not a piece of barrel. I don't think we can get this open. Zenbud, what is Hopline Og? Is it a Scotch? Because if it is, I'll know what that sample is. Ugh. This is important. Don't worry. We got 5 minutes of this chaos left. Don't worry. No idea. All right. Well, the attempt was made, Zenbud. Appreciate that. We still have no idea what it is. We don't know what this is either. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's just a piece of a barrel. but I don't know for sure. And this thing does not want to loosen up a little. There we go. It's tied very tight. We're going to find out what this is one way or another. Ooh, my finger. Ooch, ooch, ooch. Yeah. That's what I thought. How did they get it in here? Good God. Piece of barrel. Can't tell if that side is charred or not. It looks kind of like it was. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah. No. Don't do that. These are like weird little knickknacks that Whiskey Tribe and Crowded Barrel were putting out ages ago. I've kept them, obviously. And now we're getting into the nitty gritty. Actually, no, we're not. I should have taken this out at the start. Because now we got into 5 minutes and all of you are like, what's in the box? Howling? Could be howling. What's howling og? Yeah, we'll say it's howling. Howling... Russ? Yeah, I'll give you guys a look again. We'll stick on howling. That sounds good. There's a howling whiskey out there somewhere, I'm sure. So we got howling, which doesn't want to focus, of course. You did it before, surprisingly. That's the real tricky one, because you can barely see it. Bumping the mic, I'm sorry. Big mystery. A lot of these I don't know what they are. Oh! One of these is from my advent calendar. Little advent calendar pin. That's my busted up finger I sliced open. Howler head? What's howler head? Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ! There we go. I don't think it's banana. I could be fooled into it being like a ripe banana. We'll stick with that. That might be it. Look at it. This is a grain mash, I believe. Yeah. This is both got corn in it. Healing station. It doesn't look like it's that loud or that many words. Yeah. Barley and corn. I don't know which one that was for. I'm sorry about the dogs barking. Blanton's. Still got it. You thought I got rid of that? Crowded barrel pin. I'm gonna have to sort all this. I'm taking it all out and putting it on my desk. It's a problem. This was a very special one for me. Sugar Kitty, you may know this one. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. That was a peach. I have a bunch of toppers or one of the favorites. Extra plant or two from those seeds we'll take in a pot. Maybe. I mean, I think they've been dried. Like, they were about to be used for whiskey, but here's another piece of barrel. This one's definitely charred. Keeping this just to prove it. It happens. It exists. You can get a Blanton's Blue in a tiny form. This was $20. My brother gave it to me as a Christmas present. It was a good idea. More grains. I'm curious what all these grains are about. Did I check this one already? We're going a little overtime tonight, everyone. I apologize. Yeah, I just looked at that. I'm a whiskey sage, by the way. That'd be weird. Damn you. Curse you. Pox upon you. I'll take it out of the bag. If it was Howler here, you would know instantly. Healing station. Keep those in mind, guys. Ugh. Do it. I know you want to. You can. I know you can. I believe. Anyway. I have more luck. There we go. I am a whiskey sage. I have proof. By my powers combined, I just education from the smell. Hold on. We're almost done. We're going a little over time because I have to get through this now. This is stuff I had to put away because it's whiskey related. I got a whiskey winner. I don't know what this is from. But it says so right there, whiskey winner. You're not going to see any of these. More grains. Plenty of grains. But this was mostly for being on Patreon with the Crowd Barrel. Or with Whiskey Tribe. This... You guys are going to be so jealous. Little vial of peat here. It smells like nothing. It tastes like nothing. Don't ask me how I know that. These ones are from being a whiskey sage. Yeah, like this is whiskey sage stuff. I'll tell you one. This is part of a peat brick right there. It was such weird shit. I'm the weirdo for keeping it. We have Woodenville Rye. We have... I think this is the bomb. Oh, it is. This is another sage thing. So we were tasting through some stuff. Remember, my hope, my dream, is to get a bunch of Blanton toppers, and then we'll officially buy the thing that it goes on, so I can put them all on there. Or that could be gifted too. But I want to get all the Blanton's toppers without ever actively getting them. Like someone would have to send it to me. They have to send the bottle. Not just the topper. I'm not after just the topper. The important part is drinking the stupid bottle. You all know that. I can decorate again with some of these, because these were mostly decorations. But here is what I really wanted to get at. I have so many little vials of things. This one looks like Jack Daniel's Rye. That's definitely Jack Daniel's Rye. Don't know where I got that. This one's very important. I definitely got these on an airplane ride somehow. Oh no, wait, I think Mama KillCo bought me these. Just for funsies. There we go. We're getting to the good stuff. We have mini reviews. Some of you may remember mini reviews. We have a Tomatin 15-year here. These are things I've never tried, obviously. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C117. Wow. Cliff, was this you? I don't know where I got these. Like, I don't know where I got most of these, because they've been down here for a year. Ooh, that's definitely from Cliff. What is this? It's like a guess if, like, what's on it, what's written on it, and if there's nothing written on it, it's like, well, that's going to be a mystery. There's another random thing I threw in there. Okay, good. I remember what those are. Yeah, we'll boil it down to, and this is actually an old Macallan 12. Like, this is technically a collector's item. Yeah. We got Deanston in here. Oh, the main event. Lone Elm. Ooh. Yeah. I'm just making myself very pleased. Signatory? Oh boy. Oh, but it could be Irene, yeah. It definitely is. Glasgow. Someone sent me a bunch of stuff just when I stopped. That's what these are. They're very detailed. Look at that. Look at all those words putting on tape like that. Jesus. AUCHROISK 11. 10-year third fill sherry, but 1.5 years first filled bourbon cask. All of that on just tiny sample thing. So yeah, I have my work cut out for me. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me for a little overtime, unintentional. But I thought you all would want to see what I'm going to be dealing with here. It's a lot. I got a lot to deal with. It's nice to look at it all again and be like, oh, I can continue to do this thing I enjoy doing. Awesome. But yeah, as you can tell, this is going to be a very, very long ride. Thank you all for joining me through it. I look forward to trying samples and stuff with you again. Tune in again on Thursday, 7 p.m. We'll be doing a raffle giveaway for some samples from my collection. Maybe I'll even throw in a wild one for you. We don't know. I look forward to getting back into this to some extent. I can decorate my area with whiskey stuff again. That'll be nice. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. Patrons and channel members, the podcast is going up after this. And I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.